Hi, I'm an egg donor at Fairfax EggBank, and I want to share my experience on what it's like to become a donor. I was motivated to become an egg donor due to a couple at my church. They were having difficulty starting a family, but they were able to have two beautiful baby boys through IVF. Just seeing how happy they were and just how beautiful their family was really inspired me to want to go out and help other couples start a family of their own. My experience through Fairfax EggBank, like the entire process, has been great. Prior to all of this, I was honestly like super terrified of doctors, hospitals, nurses, taking shots, getting my blood drawn. But they made me feel at ease from the start. They genuinely care about everyone that comes in through those doors, and they make sure that everyone's comfortable, and that just made me feel at ease from the start. It was great. Like I am no longer scared of like doctors, nurses. Like I feel confident whenever I go in there. I was able to balance my schedule pretty well. I would go into Fairfax Egg Bank in the morning for monitoring, and then I would go straight into work right afterwards. It's about a week of that, and then there's the day of the procedure, which obviously I would have to miss work for. The needle injections, the first time I did it was really scary because, like I said, I used to be really terrified of like needles and everything, but I just thought this would be a great opportunity to really push myself out of my comfort zone. The first time I ever did it was pretty scary, but Christy was able to help me through it the first time. So she actually like does it with you at Fairfax Egg Bank, and I was really nervous. But like as soon as the needle went in, like I was like, "Are you serious? That's it?" Like you really don't feel it at all. Like there's just so much hype. It's honestly like the anticipation that's like super scary, but the needle itself doesn't hurt at all. And I was like super shocked and surprised and like really relieved when I realized that it wasn't painful at all. And I have like a really low pain tolerance. The procedure itself isn't bad at all. Like I hyped it up so much in my head and I thought it was going to be like this really intense process and it was going to be super scary, but it's not at all. Like the day before the nurse comes in, or you go in for more monitoring, the nurse takes your blood to make sure everything's good to go for the retrieval. And the day of, the doctors and anesthesiologists and nurses come in, make sure that you're comfortable, answer any questions that you have, and they have some like general questions for you as well. When I get taken into the procedure room, they always make sure that I'm super comfortable, that I'm not freaking out or anything. And the last thing I always remember is like the doctor telling me to have really good dreams, which is really sweet. That made me feel so comfortable. And then like 20 minutes later, I'll wake up in the recovery room. You'll be really groggy like the rest of the day. At least that's how I am. So I usually just like eat something really quick and then just like nap all day. There's some light cramping, but it's not anything like terrible. Like Tylenol can totally help you out. The next day, I usually feel totally fine, like good to go. I go right back into my daily activities and I go right back into work as well. Knowing that I could have helped a couple conceive is like the most fulfilling and magical feeling that I have ever felt. Just knowing that I was able to create such happiness for a couple and just help them start a family is just amazing to me. Like it just makes me feel so great about myself, and it's just such a great feeling. There are like no words really. If you're considering becoming an egg donor and you're like scared, terrified, or you're really worried about it, honestly, just talk to them about it. They're so great about answering every single question that you can possibly have. Like I probably asked them like 20 questions the first day, and like they were able to answer every single question without like missing a beat and like a smile on their face, and they just made me feel really great and like confident about like my decision. Just really ask questions, make sure that you are asking them everything that you are curious about, because they're more than happy to help you out and like answer your questions. And like they never ever pressure you into doing something that you don't want to do. If you're considering using an egg donor, that's amazing. I'm really happy for you, and like the first step and you guys starting a family, like that's great. Just know that there are so many people out there who want to help you, and just don't be nervous. It's okay. That's amazing that you're taking this first step.